what's going on, guys? This is Mast, and welcome back some more SMITE Conquest. Today we're playing a little Merlyn ADC. Merlyn was getting a lot of play time at the recent tournament, the mid-season LAN that just went down, and so I thought it was fitting that we actually bring him into a game. I didn't really think that a lot of the stuff that got played would be good, and it was good. Merlyn and a lot of the other gods, they're not as good in casual and ranked as they are in the SPL. It's important to keep that in mind because for those guys who missed out, Morrigan, Zhong, and Merlyn all got played as ADCs. And especially Zhong and Merlyn are not going to be as good in casuals and ranked as they will be in the SPL. The reason for that is in the SPL right now, support is rotating over to solo lane at the beginning of the game, and ADC basically gets to solo farm pretty much the whole game. The issue with that is that in casuals, and what is this fighting right here? Oh my god, getting tongue-tied super hard. Yeah, I don't know what that little box right there, I don't know what that was. Just Horus v Horus, let's go. Anyways, Merlyn, really good 1v1, not so good in the 2v2s. It's actually a really big problem for him, so he's definitely a lot more viable in the SPL where he gets those one-on-ones where it's actually just ADC and ADC going at each other. But it's important to keep in mind when you're actually trying this in casual or in ranked, assuming they're not doing that SPL meta sort of strat, it's going to go a lot different in the early game at least. Obviously, eventually it won't really matter because you are pretty much alone. But early on, that'll be, ooh, hold up, damage? No, not enough. Turn on to Hui, get some bops on the man. Yeah, by the way, Merlyn passive, really good. Keep it in mind, man. Merlyn passive does so much filthy damage on those autos. It's so good. Like, we're basically hitting for 1.5 times damage on that. Dead. Please. Oh, I gave him the suck, but it does no damage. Okay. I thought we could actually do damage there. Apparently, this ability is just absolute garbage at rank 1. Good to know. Good to know. Circuit going for the purple. I like it. So Merlyn, definitely some things to think about. If it wasn't for that gank, generally speaking, Merlyn not super great in the early game as an ADC. He's fine as a mid, but ADCs actually have a pretty good early game. You'll see that as part of why Hunter mids are strong is they have a lot of auto attack damage when mages typically don't have a whole lot of ability damage in the early game. We actually might be in trouble. I wasn't thinking we were. I'm just going to try and force them to fight in creeps, and we can try and punish them this way. Oh, he's going on the Hui. That's kind of unfortunate. I was trying to go on Horus. Oh, and he just gets another level. That sucks. I don't know if it would have mattered. Actually, I guess it did matter because he used that level to get a dash. I think he would have gotten that either way, though. But yeah, what were we talking about? Hunter's doing more damage in the early game than Merlyn and most mages. So that's one thing to watch out for is your early game boxing, typically not super good. Again, like we had, for one thing, we have a Horus, so we can play pretty aggressive because of that. Obviously, they do too. And then we got the gank, so fighting's a little different in this situation. But normally you want to focus more on wave clear in the early game and then try and focus on fighting once you get some more levels. Because really, we don't have a whole lot of damage right now. Our autos hit for around half the damage of Hui's unless we have our passive. If we have passive, we can actually trade decently. They're still not as good, but they're a lot better. Because the passive gives us, I think, over 50% of our damage right now, which it doesn't stay that good, but in the early game, it's that good. It's actually nasty how much extra damage we do. This might be... Yeah, no, I definitely want to force him to actually like run all the way back there. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Force him all the way back. See if we can waste some time off of him. Ooh, is he going to stick around? Ooh, it's BM. We could go for the early game zone. Super BM, man. Are you kidding me? This guy's higher farm than me? That's lame. Yeah, no, he's going to miss some right here, though. I really want to kill him, man. I want to kill him so bad. They're missing a ton of farm. I'm trying to see if we can bait him up just a little bit, man. If we can bait him up just a little bit, Circuit might be able to do something. It looks like she's just going to run, though. Yeah, we'll go ahead and push to him. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. We'll give him the wave. We'll go get our purple. But yeah, once we get ultimate, we can definitely start boxing a lot better. We can start doing a lot more in fights just because we have more burst damage. The ultimate for Merlyn's actually a really big deal. You do so much more damage once you get that leveled once. But then another thing is once we get our first ability max, which I definitely recommend maxing the 1. But once we get that max, we can start doing a lot more damage in these fights, and we can do it in 2 different stances. It ends up being a really big deal. Ooh, we can actually try and push him real quick. Hopefully he'll miss most of that farm. We'll see. We can go back and get our booties done. So yeah, now that we get that ultimate done, we do, I think it's 160 damage, right? Yeah, 160 damage with the switch stance. Obviously pretty big deal, right? That's a lot of damage this early in the game. So we basically get, you know, normally I feel like people sleep on the damage of this. It really is like we just got a new ability. You know, before we had the switch stance, but now it's actually like we just leveled something new because we get so much damage if we get close range. But we can start fighting a little bit now, especially though, once we get this thing maxed, we're going to start doing a lot more, and that's when we get truly capable, because he's going to do pretty good damage with autos just because of Hunters. Even if he doesn't have items done, he's going to do pretty good auto attack damage just because Hunter's Blessing nasty, especially once he levels it, or like finishes it. Okay, they're running away, so we can just chill on wave. One thing I'm actually going to try and do different this video, I've been doing it a lot in the games. I've played some games before this. I actually wanted to upload one or two, and my microphone wasn't getting recorded, so that's unfortunate. But I've been doing this a decent amount. I'm going to use my arcane stance a lot more than I have in the past. Merlin has gone through some nerfs, and I feel like it makes his arcane stance a little better. Mostly just because they've nerfed the damage hard enough. They have nerfed his arcane, actually, but they've nerfed the damage hard enough on his ice stance. Oh, that's a bad two. They've nerfed it hard enough that his ice stance just not as much value, right? Like before it really was, even though it had the slow, it was still mostly a damage stance, and now it's just not nearly as good. And so I feel like it makes it a lot more worth to go with the arcane in a lot of situations, as well as I feel like in a lot of situations in the ADC role specifically, it's kind of hard to use the fire stance well too. So it's kind of situational, but I feel like, ooh, that could be a bad thing. We got a 3-man pull. I don't know if it's enough. Oh no, dude. Does that actually get you out? Are you kidding me? You are the luckiest man. If she didn't get greedy and ult me, he's just dead. Oh, I went to the wrong stance. That's really bad. Why? What? I realized like second hand there. I don't know why it put me in that stance. I hit 4 and then I hit 3 and it didn't put me in ice. That's super lame. That's so lame, dude. I don't know if it's a kill is the thing. Like, I don't know if we actually would have killed Horus, but we definitely shouldn't have gone into fire. That's really stupid. I don't know what happened right there. Yeah, no, I really hate, like, I don't know if there's really a way around it. But, oh, you know what it was? I bet it was the lag. There's this glitch right now with the current patch where there's a lot of like frame skipping and stuff. I bet that's what it was, dude. I bet it skipped right when I did that. It does really suck though. You can sometimes mess up the stance switch on Merlin. You know, just something, I don't know, something unfortunate happens. Like maybe you're trying to make sure you get to the right stance and you like spamming the key and then you throw that ability out once you switch stance. There's a lot of stupid stuff that happens, man. I feel like if you were on LAN, it wouldn't be hard, but if you have like any ping at all, it can be really obnoxious, man. Because I've done stuff before where it's like, all right, I'll press 4 and then I'll press whatever stance I want to switch to, and I press it too soon and it just doesn't happen. So I normally spam it. But then every once in a while I spam it, and it's like, all right, you just threw out whatever ability that is, and it'll troll me super hard. It's so annoying, man. I don't know if there's a good workaround for it. I feel like the system they have is pretty good, but it still really sucks that that's a thing that happens. There's also this bug. I've noticed, I think I've only seen it in the arcane stance. I don't know why. Oh, I guess actually I do know why, because I'm using this key. Yeah, for whatever reason, it'll like show me the cast icon whenever I switch into this sometimes, which is really weird, because I'm not actually, I use quick cast on it. I'm not holding it down, so it shouldn't be able to leave the icon there. Why is he out farming me? I don't get it. I don't comprehend. Why do you have more farm, man? Is it because your support died? Is that it? Left you like a little bit of solo farm? That's stupid. Should be his jump. Oh, or you can just run straight through it. That works. Run right on through. Yeah, no, I should be concerned here, but I'm being greedy. For one thing, I saw most people mid, but I didn't see where their jungler was. Now we'll get another ward down. Oh, we didn't give him the suck. Nice, good throw. Good throw from Serket. I was hoping she would do that. Normally, whenever you're playing like Serket or Fenrir or anything like that, you want to, if you're pulling them, and obviously Serket auto pulls, you want to pull them right at the person that's with you. And that was really good on her part that she threw him right at me. So we could just land the one guaranteed. Yeah, good gank, man. She's had really good pressure so far. It's actually super helpful because she's ganking him in the early game. For one thing, this guy's probably their best player. Steamroller's a pretty good player. I've played with him a few times. But because she's ganking early game and we're Merlin, like we get to glide through the early game pretty well, and actually get towards the later stages, right? We get that farm and we can just start getting to that point where we're actually strong. Like because she's giving me that early game pressure, it's going to be a really easy lane, I think, as long as we just play decent. The one thing we do have to watch out for, Serket, kind of terrifying for Merlin, because she has so much mobility to lock me down and I don't have much. But if we position well enough and ward well enough, I think we'll be fine. By the way, they also have a Merlin. That'll be something. What, this man's rushing Soul Gem? Why? What? That's so bad. I don't get it. Soul Gem's a terrible early game item. Debatably, it's pretty bad in general right now. But early game, it makes zero sense. It has no base damage. It's literally just scaling. Why would you get a scaling item before you have any? It makes no sense. Yeah, like we have a whole lot of damage right now. 220, 200. This isn't going to do a whole lot, honestly, but like that's going to be a lot of burst for us. Whichever stance we switch into should just be able to like finish him off. Ooh, well played. Well played. You're dead, but well played. We actually... So he played that really smart. I actually didn't think about that. So I actually sort of misplayed there, but I bodied him so hard that it kind of didn't matter. Because even through the misplay, we actually played that perfect. If that makes sense. Like considering I misplayed, I played everything else perfect right there. So that was really good. That's one thing I've been loving about Merlin, man. You can play with his mobility so much. He wanted to ricochet me there, and he had a miserable time hitting it. The reason he played it well, I didn't think about the fact, I was worried about juking his ricochet with fire stance. I wanted to DPS him with that. Since Arcane's good, but it's not very good for a single target fight. We definitely want to use fire there. So I got to worry about him stunning me. And I was just trying to avoid the stun. I didn't even think about the fact that he could just use the knockout there. So he played that pretty much just like he should, but we're still able to beat him anyways. Made him box me in my 2. Is he going to get greedy? Oh, God. No, am I going to get greedy? It's the real question. To me. Oh, that's bad. No, I didn't. Oh, I didn't. Yes. Oh, I tried to turn on her in time, man. Apparently, we just barely got it. Ooh. Yeah, no, that was bad. That was bad. That's so lame. I swear, like, one of these days, man, one of these days, I'm going to have 50 ping, I'm going to hear the sound cue, and I'm going to get out in time. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to wait for the sound cue for us to blink. But I was too greedy. I shouldn't have done it. I didn't have beads. I should have just blinked. Oh, well. We're going to miss a lot of farm off that, unfortunately, but it's not too big of a deal. So as far as our items are concerned, Gem of ISO recently got a massive nerf, and we're not going to be building it. Even though I loved Gem of ISO Merlin, I think almost any god I'm not going to be building it on, man. It's I believe it's 20% slow now, which is pretty trash. 20%, and it's 1 second. The 1 second is the big thing, but it also used to be 25%. I have no clue, by the way, why Hi-Rez nerfed it so hard. I get why they nerfed it. I understand why they nerfed it. I think it was a smart nerf. I think it was an item that was getting a little too strong and kind of creating some picks that were a little too favorable. This man's getting baited so hard right now. This man's getting baited so hard. All right, that might have been a little too greedy. I saved my 2 for wave clear, and Serket almost died. I would have felt so awful if she actually died from that, man. I thought he was dead, so I figured we'd just save it. Yeah, sorry, if the frame skipping's bugging you guys, there's actually nothing I can do about it. I'm sorry. I'm literally, like, I'll play on 150 FPS and it still happens. I don't know if it's 150 right now since I'm recording. No, it's 150. It's 150, it doesn't matter. Some of you guys probably can't even notice. If so, it's good. Don't look too far into it. If you can notice, yeah, sorry. Blame Hi-Rez, don't blame your boy. Okay. Yes. Yeah, Gem of ISO, really hard nerf. I feel like, ooh, hi. She's paying actually 0 attention. What? See, that's the thing I'm talking about, man. I'm scared. I shouldn't have Aegis. That was such a panic Aegis. I switched into ice and it put me into my blink. It's so lame. I was actually like, I was about to frag, but I blinked away from him and got trolled. By myself, to be fair, but still. Game. What? You guys see that little up down right there from Sir Kettle? That's hilarious, man. He was actually all the way up and jump, and she's just like, no, you're not. I think she actually canceled his jump there because he didn't do it again. I'm pretty sure she actually canceled it. I know you could do that with who you jump. It maybe makes sense. I don't know. I feel like I'd be super salty if I was that man. I feel like I'd be pretty mad. Next, we're gonna go Shamans. Really good item for Merlin, man. Most gods that have like dots, Shamans is nuts. And Merlin, I definitely feel like is a good one, man. When you have lots of damage you can amplify from dots, Shamans actually is such an insane item because you're basically just getting 10% bonus damage. And a lot of the time Merlin for one thing, you just have lots of abilities. So whether you have dots or not, you're proccing it really early on. But especially like you have your Ice 2, you have your Arcane 1, you have your Fire 1, your Fire 2. Like you have so many abilities where you can instantly proc Shamans and get that 10% bonus damage. Which, by the way, I think that goes to all gods, right? Or is it just, I don't remember. Either way, it's nasty. Hi. Damage. Yeah, I figured you still had jump. Okay, well, Horus broken. I always like to forget how insanely far Horus 3 goes, man. It's so so nusty? Nasty? Nuts? I like it, dude. We're inventing words right now. I don't know why I'm so tongue-tied. I've been recording all day, I guess. And I have to record more videos since my stupid... Excuse you? No! I'm a bot. I just whiffed everything. Hang on, let me get a 1 back. You just life steal? Are you kidding me? I might be dead. Okay, he's dead. We're fine. Oh, I thought he was going to ult me there. I was getting ready to blink out of it. Yeah, no, that 2 on my part was so bad, man. I had an easy kill on both of them, and I just whiffed. Felt great. Merlin is dipping. Okay. No, I guess we don't get this. Yeah, no, I love Merlyn ADC, dude. I actually think it's such a fun pick. Like all the little 1v1s and stuff, it's actually so difficult to deal with him. And I feel like he's really interesting to play, right? Like, normally I think he's a lot more vulnerable when you're playing him in the middle lane, but for the most part, when you're jungle, like, or no, not when you're jungle, when you're ADC, as long as you ward well enough, you have a pretty good idea of what's coming, and you can play really aggressive a lot of the time. Whereas with mid, there's so much more to ward. So even if you ward really well, you need your teammates to ward, otherwise it's not going to really do that much. So I've been really loving it, because you actually get so many 1v1s where you don't get punished for overextending as much. Whereas mid, when I played him, even if I fragged the mid, you'd still get punished a lot more. So, I don't know. I've been having a lot of fun with it, man. I definitely recommend if you guys want to try something cheesy, I think it's a lot of fun. Definitely make sure you have a clue of how to play it. I actually got somebody DM'd me recently on Twitter. It's like bringing up that like they had some people in their game that like weren't very high rank and played something like one of the cheese picks, I don't remember what it was, really poorly. And asked if I like cared when people did that, and I thought that was funny. Because like I don't really care. Like if you if you feed, you feed. But I definitely do think I think a lot of people get the wrong idea with these videos where it's like this cheese doesn't like automatically work. You need to know what you're doing. I try and normally explain how it works. So if you don't know, I think this man's dead. No, he didn't get the suck. So if you don't know what you're doing, you can at least learn from it. But it's not always as easy as it sounds. I think we have to turn. Okay, well, that was not a good turn. Oh, almost, man. Horus, I love you! Horus, I love you so much! Oh. That shield was insane. Oh my god, that was the clutchest Horus ult I've ever seen. I love that we just obliterated them off of that too. That was hilarious, man. I'm out here throwing, and then we just get a quick quad. I guess, I don't know if we got the kill onto, who was it? Zerket, I think? I don't know if we got the kill credit on that. That's absolutely filthy, dude. Horus ult OP, please nerf. I can't believe we lived. We live and kill everyone. And because of Bancrofts, we're getting back to full HP. What is this man doing? Besides dying. Alright, well, I think that's game. I think that pretty much does it. We're 11-1 on ADC. Everyone else seems to be doing pretty well. I think that's a wrap, boys. Oh my god, I need to... Oh my... I actually, like, I can't wait. This is gonna sound weird. I can't wait for this video to be over. My throat is actually dying right now, man. I'm not gonna stop recording or anything like that. But for whatever reason, this is never a problem for me. I feel like that teacher that's been teaching for like days and days on end and just needs a break, man. And my throat is dying and I have to power through anyways because I have students who need to learn the Merlyn ADC. It's pretty much what I feel like. I don't think my voice is dying yet though, it just hurts. Yeah, let's do a fire, baby.
No problem. I'll defend.
Get a quick FG. When did we hit level 20, by the way? We're already level 20. It's not even 20 minutes. Yeah, we can actually just do this. Or not. or we can just completely nope out. That's fine. It's not a big deal, whatever.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's crazy though. Like once you get any sort of farm lead on this, you can definitely do just stupid amounts of work. But it's really important to keep in mind that the same is true, or the opposite is true, I should say, when you fall behind. So it's really important not to feed on Merlyn ADC. You need to be really careful with your engagements. Like if we're Huyi, who's level 16, like, well, okay, I should say if we're level 16 like Huyi and he's level 20 like me, we're gonna have a bad time. It's gonna be a really bad time. And we probably just won't be able to trade. And Merlyn is such a high commitment character that if you can't trade, you're just kind of screwed. You just have to hope you can farm because you can't poke very well. So you kind of need to trade. Give him the suck. Gave him the suck. Let's go, baby. All right, I dumped a ton of stuff right there. So we can't really keep fighting quite yet. I'm also not building a ton of cooldown on him when I've been playing him. So far, I haven't really regretted it. I've been really loving the burst damage. But that is maybe something to try, is getting cooldown a little earlier. Normally, I get it pretty much right now in this slot. Once we sell our mages. Horus. Oh, I tried to suck him. Get sucked. Oh, God. Oh, that's not. Oh, okay. That's fine. We just deleted him. He's not dead. He somehow got out. But yeah, no, I thought we were dead, and then we just kind of fragged him back. So that's cool. Fire creep's going to work? Yeah, no, Kraken's down. We can just... Boys, just fight. Yeah, just get it. Kraken's down. Oh, God. That didn't really do anything. Yeah, no, can we just kill him? Can I? There we go. Throw my one somewhere, please. Thanks. We just get the stupid Phoenix? Yeah, I feel like once we just get somebody in here tanking, we should just be able to auto it down, man. They really can't fight much right now. Got Merlin beads. Stick it out. Got it. And Serget's pushing left. She actually might get that. I think she got it, man. I'm gonna try and help her out just a little bit, see if I can peel. I'm trying. Oh, nope, she didn't get it. Nope. She did not get that at all. Came close, though. Thank you. Eat the Serket ult for me. Love ya. Watch her actually kill me here. Okay, thank God. If she actually hunted me down, man, I'd have been so angry. All right. Yeah, we'll work on one of these. We'll grab one of these. And we'll just start fragging everybody. How about that? Yeah, I definitely think, though, ever since... I don't know what it is, because I feel like they didn't really nerf fire stance. Maybe it's just... Maybe I just really overrated it. I've been loving the arcane and ice a lot more lately. I still think ice is just so reliable that a lot of the time I'll prefer it over fire. It depends. But the arcane, I've been loving it so much more than I used to before. And I don't know if there's just buffs that I don't remember, or if it's actually just better than I remember. Which I feel like is really ironic, because I'm not going Gem of ISO. And I feel like arcane actually did a little better with Gem of ISO than fire did. But, I don't know. I don't know. I think she's dead. Yeah, no, she used like all her mana. Just in case we hit her with a little blink. Yeah, no, you kind of derped, Serket. You kind of derped right there. Ooh, another red buff. Trying to kill my own AMC's hive, looking like a bot. Nice. Gotta look bad for the camera. What's up, man? Dead. Dead. Can I have I want my teleport. I want to kill him. I'm pretty sure we could have killed him if I had it. Those nasty passive autos on him. What the? That's not ours. Oh, God. That's not good. I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong. I realize that we are running up mid. So I understand that I deserve to die there, but I still don't get why the boys are so far away. Like, we're all like, everybody but me and AMC were just completely split doing their own things. Like, I feel like we can actually just walk in and end the game right now if people are down to group. But don't get me wrong. I realize I just ran in like a bot. I deserve to die. I'm not BMing, okay? Just saying. Yeah, Hercules. Look at those bops, baby. He's doing 0 damage, just kidding. Yeah, and I think it's funny that we have split push Cat. Yeah, I really don't know. Yeah, exactly. We do need to group a bit more. I probably shouldn't run it down mid. Yeah, no, this Merlin build, I don't like it, man. I see a lot of people build like this for Merlin, and he does so much less damage that way. Like, he didn't instantly kill me. And if I was him with my build, I would have just instantly killed myself, you know? Like, my ult should do how much damage?
I'm on it.
1 billion, okay? It should have done 1 billion, all right? Like, we should do a lot more than this, because we have the Bancrofts, we have the pen from our Spear, the Magus, we have the Soul Reaver proc, we have the Shaman's bonus damage. Like, we have way more power, we have way more pen. He does have, to be fair, he does have pen versus tanks. Yeah, we have like, what, 1.5 times? Yeah, 1.5 times his power. I've seen a lot of people build like this, man. They get Obsidian Shard early. For one thing, I don't know why he doesn't have Spear the Magus over Obsidian Shard. Normally people get both. But I feel like a lot of people build percentage pen too much. On mages especially. Like on hunters, you know, it makes sense. On assassins, it normally makes sense. Just because assassins don't have as good pen items, honestly. But for Merlin and other mages a lot of the time, like as long as Spear's good, Spear's just nasty, man. Just go Spear. If they have like a crazy amount of tanks, get a Obsidian Shard. Or if it's like your 7th item. Alright, we'll see if we can kill in a second here. I really want to, like, I want to save my switch stance a little bit if I can. Alright, never mind, we'll just kill him. We'll press kill, it's fine. Actually trolling? I almost threw that really hard. Hang on, we have an Aegis I might be able to live with. Try and bait myself a little bit.
Attack the middle.
Yeah, no, here's a spot where Gem of Iso would be nice, but I still think overall the damage is really good. Deleted. Yeah, in those situations, fire, nothing beats fire when you can just blast somebody with both, but it's really hard a lot of the time to get the fire too. So you can get Serket to go on somebody. Alright, well that didn't happen. You wanna go? No, come on, come here, let's go. Alright, she's not feeling it. I really wanna kill some people right now, man. Like, they want to get the stupid Phoenix, so we can get the stupid Phoenix, but I really want to kill him. What the? Okay. Okay. Yeah, you died of the burn. I don't know how the hell she got there, man. I don't know if I'm, like, blind and she came from behind and then blinked past, or what. Or she's just so speedy that she, like, looped around. Oh, God. Alright, there we go. GG. Ow, rude. There we go. That'll do it, man. Yeah, Merlin ADC, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. 15-2, pretty good score, I think. I definitely think it's definitely viable for sure. Even in casuals and ranked, like I said, it's not quite as good outside of the SPL. But it's definitely so risky, which is kind of like the other cheese ADCs we've been doing, right? Where they're definitely a lot more risky. It's not as standard. So you can win or lose lane pretty hard. There's definitely more middle ground with Merlin compared to like Bellona, compared to Erlang. We did a lot of damage, man. But definitely, if you guys are going to try it out, definitely make sure that you're being really cautious for ganks, especially in the early game, and try not to get fragged too hard so you can actually get to the mid game, get to the late game, and do some work. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.
I've been seeking for the glory. Say my name. And I've been trying to write my own story in the search for fame. I'm sitting here in this empty room. Walls keep tumbling down.